Hey guys, it is day 77 of wave 2 of coronavirus, and it is 39th day of over 1,000 coronavirus cases in my that we've had. So this hasn't been going on since if you've been keeping track, the last week of October. So this was around October 25th, the week of October 25th to Halloween, that week, all the way to now. Yeah, so it's gone straight through November. No, there have been no changes. The cases did not go lower than yeah. So today, today's the cases. I'm not gonna read the like the rankings again. There's much more serious stuff to mention. So today we have we're getting closer to 2,000 cases again, with 1,940 cases. $1,925 was the second highest we had. 1,987, I think. Yeah, was the highest we've had so far. So yeah. So before I mention any cases, just as a reminder, this has been announced that anyone who is effective December 11th. Individuals requesting a coronavirus test for international travel. So if you're traveling internationally, you cannot. They are no longer eligible for a publicly funded coronavirus test in Ontario. So you have to pay for it. So the government is trying to make sure taxpayer dollars are actually going towards where they should be going, and that is the first step right now is curing every coronavirus. And so today's case is that 544 is from Toronto, 390 is from Peel Region, 191 is from York Region, 134 is from Hamilton, and 114 is from Windsor-Essex Region. So Hamilton has been on the list for a couple times now, and Windsor-Essex has just ended up on the list now because yeah, since today is Monday, as a reminder, York Region and Windsor-Essex Region is entering the great. So, as my report shows, yeah, entering the gray zone. So York Region has specific rules. I can read that to you. While London-Middlesex Region, Simcoe Muskoka Region, and Wellington-Dufferin-Guelph Region are entering the red zone, with Simcoe Muskoka Region under specific red zone rules, like Waterloo region. So Eastern Ontario's entering the orange zone. Leeds, Grenville and Lanark Region is entering the yellow zone. So the yellow zone rules, nothing has changed. So that's, you know, liquor sold on the line. So yeah, pretty much, yeah. So all coronavirus rules are effective in the green, yellow, orange, red, and the gray zone, aka lockdown. So yeah, you know, you need to wear a mask and entering gyms and stuff. So orange zone, the rules are pretty, nothing's changed there. Coronavirus screening measures, yeah, are more common. They did this at TNT Asian supermarket and in the York region. So personal care services that involve the customer taking off the mask not available. And red zone, you know, it's just, you know, maximum 10 people allowed in the restaurants, bars, and gyms and fitness centers, casinos, and indoor event spaces at the time. So that rule is for Windsor-Essex Region, Hamilton, Halton Region, and that. Yeah. The specific Waterloo region rule is that restaurants, gyms, and fitness centers, and casinos are closed. Event spaces are only allowing 10 people inside at a time. So yeah, that's that. Simcoe Muskoka. So the gathering limits are 5 people indoors, 25 people outdoors. Restaurants and bars can only have 10 people inside at a time. Gyms and fitness centers also limit 10 people maximum inside at a time, and 10 people for indoor classes and 25 for outdoor classes. Although I'm not so sure how not so sure how that's going to work though. You know, it's cold outside. Gray zone, though, the rules are pretty standard. You know, indoor and outdoor dining is not allowed, and a lot of stuff is like not allowed. So these general rules are for Toronto, Peel Region, and Windsor-Essex. York region has some other different rules. So a lot of similar stuff. A lot of stuff is like similar, and yeah. So the only thing that's sort of different is indoor individual team sports aren't allowed except for high performance athletes and professional leagues and gatherings. So like you have to be like a professional athlete, like Olympics, or like training for like, you know, professional sports in order to be allowed to be accepted. And gatherings of any kind are not allowed except people from the same household. So if there's one person who is living alone, they can visit one household. So drive-in cinemas are all open. Rehearsals and performances are allowed without like live audience. So if you're playing a brass instrument or a wind instrument, you know, sax, clarinet, flute, baritone, you know, that kind of, you know, those instruments, you have to do that same barrier thing that they do at restaurants. So household services are allowed, so like cleaning and nannies and babysitters, and yeah, that's allowed. Health services are open, like dentists and doctors and like a whole bunch of ophthalmologists and a whole bunch of other, you know, services they do at you know, so that's available. Real estate and car dealerships are allowed to like open for appointment only. So yeah. And post-secondary classes are open only to the medical training classes or in the trades. So like, you know, hands-on stuff. So everything else is online classes. Supermarkets, grocery stores, convenience stores, and big box stores, and hardware stores and pharmacies are open to 50 people at a time. And real estate, though, yeah, and sports and recreation facilities are open for things like childcare and other activities. Yeah, they can't be used for personal sport or anything. Yeah. So cannabis stores, libraries, and shops that are malls that are available for, you know, curbside pickup. You know, they or like designated pickup for malls. You know, they have that new designated pickup area for malls. You've probably noticed it every time you visit a mall. Next to the handicap parking. So schools and child care centers are all still open unless if and do not socialize with others unless it's emergency, and takeout is you know, check DoorDash.ca for more info, or you can use Uber Eats if you want, or just the DoorDash app for if you want delivery. If you're not gonna like pick it up yourself. If you're going to travel internationally, take the vaccine, but you're going to have to pay for it. Finally, they showed so other regions are reporting under 100 new cases. So yeah, that's still not a good news. Nothing's changed since last time when they showed the numbers. 23 more deaths were reported today. 857 people are hospitalized. 244 patients are in ICU, and 149 patients are in ICU are on a ventilator. Schools. This is from 889 schools. So, I saw in the news just like last night that they would be closing 5 schools in Toronto. 5. So 6,356 school-related cases right now. 4,330 these schools are closed, and 935 is from staff. 1,091 is from unknown individuals, and yeah. So 18 schools are currently closed right now. That's the highest we've ever had right now so far. 5 schools are from Toronto. Majority of the schools are from Windsor-Essex because they're closing all schools. So that's, yeah. Southwestern Ontario, Windsor-Essex, they're closing all schools. So all these students are going to have to resort to online classes. So that's going to be a pain. Yeah, I remember taking a online class pre-coronavirus from a teacher who taught in the Windsor-Essex area. So, and long-term care homes 2,400 deaths. and 1,137 now outbreaks. So it's just getting worse and worse. So yesterday it's compared to like one higher than yesterday. So still I say the rural regions are still asking gray zone and red zone regions to not visit, and so that means gray zone, Windsor-Essex, Peel region, Toronto and York region. Red zone, Waterloo region, Hamilton, Halton region, London-Middlesex region, Simcoe Muskoka region, Wellington-Dufferin-Guelph region. So yeah, these areas they cannot, if they visit rural region areas, they will mostly likely not be accepted service. Prince Edward, there's evidence from Prince Edward County, Collingwood, and Muskoka. Oh wait, Simcoe Muskoka's in the red zone, so yeah, that still applies. So yeah. So there have been complaints because during this summer, so and coronavirus, you know, food, donate to your local food bank if you can. You know, non-perishable food items. So, you know, follow coronavirus, that's it. You know, safety rules and regulations. Don't have any gatherings with over 10 people. You know, use social media. Don't do any activities with other people. Only go on essential travel. Get vaccinated. If you're traveling international, you don't have to pay for the vaccine, but do it for the safety of others. And stay out of areas where coronavirus cases can be high, and avoid going to places if you're from a high case area. Gray zone, red zone. Check which color zone your region is in. You will have to follow these rules, and if there's specific rules, you'll have to follow them. Let's try and reduce the coronavirus numbers right now, because or else this Christmas there's going to be nothing to celebrate about. You know, that's the exact same thing the leader at Manitoba said, because cases are getting worse over there. So they say, follow the rules. Let's reduce the cases. Kick 20 coronavirus out by early 2021.